I don't know if we got any Bloods in Chicago. Do we? Do we got any Bloods here? Bloods and Crips here?
I went to high school with a Crip, but he was from California, so.
Okay. So he just...
I don't know anybody who's been in Chicago their whole life as a Blood or a Crip.
No. I don't even know if we have any here. I think we just got the GDs and the Vice Lords. And the Latin Kings. We got Latin
BDs?
Kings.
You gonna forget all about the BDs?
I said that.
You said GDs.
The Vice Lords. That's not BD?
Vice Lord?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I don't know. I'm from the suburbs. I just know what's around.
It's on the beat, make it boom.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It. As always, my name is Alan.
I'm Will Hill.
And today's episode is from HBO Max. This documentary is called Call Me Ms.Cleo. Documentary about Ms.Cleo. We all know who Ms.Cleo is. She has a famous infomercial, you know.
Call me now.
Yes, what was the name of it? It was like Mystic Mind something.
Something, yeah.
Yeah, you know, the psychic people in the 90s, you know, from 97 to about 2002, something like that.
Yo, I didn't realize how big that era was for psychic calling.
Yes, it was very big.
I didn't realize it.
Yeah. And it was a lot going on in this. Even Ms.Cleo wasn't even her real name. Well, some people say it was her real name.
It's part of her. Bro,
her name was
everything,
like Yuri or something like that.
Your way
or something like that.
Just everything about Miss Cleo was a mystery.
Yeah, nobody knew where she was from.
Every fucking thing.
Nobody knew where she was from. She went to a little black town in Seattle. What was the school called? Oh God,
the school.
The acting school she went to. It was like a school
Langston
performance center. Langston Hughes, yes. She went to Langston Hughes. She was there. And then,
hold on, wait. Can we talk about the people they had talking about this?
Yes.
Raven-Symoné?
Raven-Symoné. I understand Raven-Symoné because it was the episode of that. So Raven.
She had one episode.
Well, so was Deborah Wilson. She was on Mad TV imitating her. If you imitate her, yeah. But I don't think Raven-Symoné had a connection with her. I don't think she ever met her. That's it for celebrities in this, by the way. It's all this Deborah Wilson and Raven-Symoné.
Yeah, and they talked a lot. I thought there was gonna be like some cameo stuff.
Yes, Raven-Symoné had a clean cut though.
Yeah, I mean,
she had a nice little pink hair. She had a clean cut. She still looked good. That was my crush when I was younger.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, then I found out she liked the hot pocket, and it was all done, man.
Yep, it is what it is.
Yeah,
hot pockets are great. So.
It's a lot of white people talking for her too. And,
right. Then they started off like. The documentary started off, I want to say, pretty interesting, right?
Yes. Call me now.
It felt unnecessary because they talked about all the other stuff that was going on in the 90s shit.
Right.
I want to say, for me, stay on topic. What are we talking about here?
No, we still talking about the 90s.
No, I wasn't talking about the documentary.
Okay,
I felt like
my bad.
It veered off a little bit to the left,
right,
about other 90s stuff. I'm like, just get to it. Like,
but they had to, that too. But they also had to. Well, you had to. At that time, people don't know. People don't watch commercials now.
But you didn't have. I clicked on this documentary because I knew what the fuck I was talking about.
Right.
You didn't have to introduce me to it.
Yeah, that was the first 30 minutes of it, by the way.
Yeah, it was just like, okay,
it's like, yeah, let's just get to this.
Come on,
you just see the calling me now.
Yeah.
But they also went through a bunch of should we talk about her upbringing first? Because we don't really know that shit.
Right.
We don't know what she went through. We don't know nothing about Ms. Cleo.
To everybody she came in contact with, except that one time she told somebody she had cancer.
And she really
fucking had cancer.
She died of cancer in 2016.
Jesus Christ.
53.
Yeah, very young.
They didn't even know she was that young.
No, me neither.
That was
very young.
That's very crazy. So she was like she was in her late 30s then when she started Ms. Cleo.
Late 30s?
Yeah, because she's died in 2016 at 53. 20 years from that. That's 30-something.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's give her early 30s.
Early 30s?
Starting Ms. Cleo.
Oh, it was late 30s. 97.
97?
Yes. So 2016, she was okay, you're right. Mid-30s, early 30s, mid-30s, 34. That was her. And and turns out all she had to do was she was working there. She was working there first.
Well, she started out in you said in Seattle. It's a small, very small black community in Seattle.
Right. Oh yes, that's what we forgot. She was doing some shit in Seattle. She was like putting on plays and shows and getting checks. Didn't pay nobody.
Yeah, it was a performance center called Langston Hughes. Like I said, with a very small black community in Seattle, Washington, kind of conjugated. And they put on plays and shows and stuff like that to keep the culture alive, right? And she kind of integrated herself quickly there, right?
Very fast.
Known as a playwright and was acting.
Yes. And they
the pictures of it made her look young. So I want to say those like maybe early 20s.
Had to be early 20, late 20, something like that. You know,
I would say late 20 because she disappeared.
Black don't get old till about 60.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, in context of the whole thing, they say she kind of disappeared for a while.
Yeah,
They didn't re-see her till she was Ms.Cleo. You know what I'm saying?
Because they said she was working on Ms.Cleo at Langston Hughes.
She was doing...
Yeah, she was working. She was like
working.
Preparing it, working it and everything. So that's how they know.
Yeah, so she like I said, she got real close to everybody and moved up real quick and was basically in charge of production of a play. And so the way they used to do things, I don't know if they still do. I'm not in theater or nothing. The person in charge, the building gave her all the money for everything she need.
Right.
You know, for all the props, stage work, background people, and basically she was supposed to pay everybody. What did they say, like $17K?
Yes.
They gave her.
Yes.
And she disappeared.
She dipped with that shit. Bye. She took a PPP and left.
Smooth criminal.
She just left.
She say, boom, this for me? Smoke bomb.
She just hit the border. She just dipped. I'm out of here.
Peace out. Con artist from the get-go. What?
I see Yuri. Who is that? She changed
they call her Riri or something, right?
Yeah, something
the one girl called her Riri, and she was just gone. And, like, they had no clue where she went.
That was kind of fucked up. That's messed up. I was like, damn. That's fucked up. She took that money and just
go.
Don't take the money and run.
And then even then they say they just didn't ask questions when they met her, right? And that's when like she was giving people different kind of background stuff of where she was from. Nothing was clear or concise. What she say she was?
I think she said she was like a sibling to 9 or something like that.
No, I missed that part.
I think she said that. Like you don't know, like we don't know if he had a dark past or.
Yes, because apparently they made it seem like she didn't want to talk about her history because it was maybe dark. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think as humans we can respect that. Be like, oh, where are you from? Like, I don't want to talk about it.
Right.
Red flag to me.
And then she gets a job at this TV station where they do infomercials, commercials, this thing, and she just gets the job. And they were looking for a new psychic person to like. The face of the psychic community.
Yeah.
Because they had a girl, but she couldn't do it because she was leaving.
Right.
And then they tried different other people.
They tried this white lady.
Yes, this white lady. There's one black. Okay.
Because it was all scripted.
All right. You ever seen Don't Be a Menace to South Central? I Drink Your Juice in the Hood?
Yes.
Remember the guy who was asking for change and he had to sign with the suit?
Uh-huh.
He was one of the people on there. I saw his face. The black dude with the dreads.
Stop playing.
That was him.
It was only one black dude.
It was only one black dude.
I'm about to rewatch it.
That was him. I saw. I was like, oh, this nigga on it, man. That was him. Yeah, and then they just got terrible actors.
It was scripted. You know what? I knew it was scripted, but like to what extent? Every letter.
Yeah.
This white lady on there doing the tarot card readings, and it just felt fake.
Didn't even know what she was doing
At all. She was just reading the stuff.
Not at all.
Oh, yeah, because he was doing the infomercial.
Yeah.
Right? So he was doing the testimonies.
Yeah. Yeah, it was him. I was like, hell no, that's crazy. So it's 3 celebrities in this thing.
Well, he didn't really talk.
He had a funny line in the thing.
So it was all scripted, and she wasn't working out. Then they got somebody else. They weren't working out, and she was like, "Well, I'm a priestess. Let me do it." Like,
which we don't even know if she really was a priestess.
We don't, bro. We didn't learn shit from this documentary. We didn't learn not a goddamn thing. Like,
they just put this shit out. They just put it out.
I didn't learn shit. Okay.
Nothing. Like that's it. This is the whole documentary right here.
Yeah, no, okay. So she gets the role, Ms.Cleo, and it just pretty much overnight instant success. Because I mean, she was playing the part. It was real people calling though.
Yeah, because all they got was relationship and money advice.
Yeah, that's the 2 things people want.
That's all you want.
Apparently, that's all we want when it comes to advice. Should I be fucking this person, or can I make some more money doing this?
And then you just gotta go, call me now. Let me know your problems.
And then that one lady, it was a lady they was talking to who I felt like had nothing to do with none of this shit, but she was Jamaican. And it was like, yeah, no, that's fake.
No, because she was trying to, and then they said, white people can't tell a fake. It got black and white really fast in this documentary.
Yeah. Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you know what language they speak in Jamaica that the accent is like derived from?
It's like British something.
No, it's not called a Jamaican accent.
No,
right? It's called patois.
Yes, the Jamaican accent. That's offensive, by the way. A Jamaican
that's what I'm saying. It's called patois. That's the language they speak.
Okay,
that's where the Jamaican accent comes from.
Because I know some Brits,
fun fact, just for
some
people.
Brits and black, they sound Jamaican as well. They sound with that accent as well, but that's just British. That's just how they sound.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. You didn't care about that fact.
Not at all.
All right. I had to care about yours. That's what that happened here. You didn't give a shit about that fact. Sure. Okay. Cool.
I feel like, okay, don't get me wrong. I feel like your fact was more opinionated because that's how you hear it.
Okay. I was just like.
No, you were saying how
you're right.
How you perceive
You're right. And that word you just made up for the Jamaican accent. There you go.
The patois? It's not made up.
First of all, it's called pollywog. I've seen go. Jesus.
Nigga, that's a Pokemon.
No, that's a... Okay. Anyway,
we off topic.
Yeah, we off topic. We got off topic.
That's what this documentary did to me.
It's very off topic. I fell asleep 3 times. I got through it, though.
I was walking around the house doing shit.
Yeah,
like, hold on. I'm
my dad painting, playing. Like, come on, man. I'm trying to watch this. But we got through it. I didn't know. I picked this one. I didn't know it was going to be that. I thought it was going to be like,
No, I don't blame you for this one. Like, Ms.Cleo was a
was
cultural icon. She was a cultural icon.
And Raven Simone said it. You famous when you start getting made fun of.
Yeah,
on TV.
I agree with that. When especially SNL, you hear SNL, they making fun of you.
SNL, no, I think she was on Mad TV. I don't think SNL did it.
They didn't do one.
No, I know Mad TV did. Dave Chappelle did one.
Dave Chappelle,
Dave Chappelle educated guest highlight. That was the funniest skit. And the Raven Simone did one, but imagine if they interviewed Dave Chappelle for this.
I don't think he would have gave a fuck.
No, he would not give a fuck. He would not.
HBO Max ain't got enough money for Dave Chappelle.
I don't think that documentary had enough budget for that.
It was nothing to say.
You know the crazy part? They said when you call, you didn't even talk to Ms.Cleo.
Did you really think she was taking all those calls?
Hey,
they did include a bunch of people who worked with her in the office setting, taking a phone call, and of course the goal was to keep people on the phone as long as possible.
Right. You know how easy it is to get a job in the 90s?
Bro, they say they didn't even interview.
They
applied. Was like, hey, let me hear about this job. They were like, okay, can you read? Yeah, here's your office.
Here's a script for you right here. Imagine you calling and some white lady go, hi, my name is Sharon, and I'm here to help you today. Instead of getting, call me. Yeah, what do you want to
talk to Ms.Cleo? They said they had a script for that too. When people ask to speak to Ms.Cleo, you go, hold on, Cleo, Ms.Cleo. You keep them on hold for like 3-4 minutes. You just made $15.
Yeah, because
she can't talk right now.
The first 3 minutes was free. Then after that,
but the first 3 minutes was automated. The first 3 minutes was automated.
Come on, man,
bro. They was racking up on people.
You know, it's crazy. I called that hotline.
Stop playing.
Come on now. You can't say you didn't call that hotline.
Hell no.
As a kid,
Hell
I called
no.
that shit. On the house phone, I called that shit.
Cause
I called it one time. Got in trouble. My dad was like, what is this $15 for? Who you calling? Oh, sorry. He said, no, the phone's not for that. That's before I got whooping.
Yeah. Nah, I read the fine print early. I was always a fine print reader. Right? I'm like, oh no, let's go charge that shit. We already bored.
You was like 7 or 8. You was not even a teenager yet.
Yeah.
You was reading fine print.
Yes.
Oh, shit. Well, some people advance more than me. Because they put that shit on when you like watching cartoons or something like that. You're like, get to the cartoon.
Yeah, I didn't really.
Yeah, man. It used to be that and girls going, wow. Watch the first episode for that, man.
Joe Francis.
That was a terrible version.
All right, we getting off track again.
We still on track with the whole but it was easy to get a job, man. That's crazy.
They talked to everybody that worked with her like in the
they
cubicle.
Didn't know how to do it.
But they say her personality of Ms.Cleo was her all the time.
Really?
Like she was a big personality.
See, there's other people saying that wasn't her.
Who said that wasn't?
So it's a thing where you can be something for so long, you tend to believe that shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, dude, nobody knew nothing about her. Then she had a spouse, well, a partner.
Well, later on she came
Yeah.
out. When she came out later on, she was.
I didn't care.
This documentary told us nothing.
Nothing.
Well, they told us she got accused of fraud,
We knew that though.
but it wasn't really her. It was the people running it because she didn't even get paid. I learned that. She
I'm
was
pretty sure
on,
she got
she
paid
was
on
on a
the table.
salary.
Yeah.
She had to clock in for that shit. You still got to clock
What
in.
was the outcome of the lawsuit?
I don't know. Those guys didn't go to jail. That's all I heard. I don't know if they had to give up money or anything or gave her wages or something like that.
Why was this not included in the documentary?
It wasn't. It wasn't. It just kept talking about how all these people loved her and how she really wasn't a fraud and other people saying she was a fraud.
Hey, they talked about how a couple called the line and was having an argument and just wanted somebody like the referee over fellatio. That shit was hilarious. You imagine sitting like with your girl calling this 1-800 number on a house phone and the lady was like, "Oh, how can I tell you about your future today? Tell this bitch to suck my dick."
Oh, that's funny. Like old TV.
I'm not putting my mouth on his dick.
I'm not doing. I tell him to go wash it all the time, and he just don't believe me. I know I like dirty talk, but I don't want that kind of dirty talk.
The fuck?
That's all she got. And then she'll be sitting there leaning. I'm like, at some of those clips you watch, it's like, is she moving or reading the cards at all? She just leaning back, just talking. Well, don't do that then. Like, that's it.
It was just advice. It was just advice.
Come on, man.
I give people advice all the time. Maybe I need to start charging.
I've seen a tarot reader, and you gotta like work on that for years.
Yeah. I got a friend who she read cards and shit. This shit dope.
I've seen one live before,
Yeah.
like actually, and then she did it to like her name is Karen Raudzitsky. She comes to Zany's every Halloween, and then she did it live, and then she did it for us in front of us.
Yeah.
She read somebody.
You gonna read it?
Like, no,
No? You don't believe in that?
no,
Like at all?
no.
No. You don't think people could be tapped into the spiritual world?
Man, I saw a medium one time. They thought Ms.Cleo was a medium, too, and she believed that.
She said she was not a medium.
She because they had her in that one interview, like they had to have 2 documentaries because she dead. She dead. No, she dead. She died of cancer. R.I.P. Ms.Cleo.
In what,
Or
2016?
Uri. Or Ure.
Ure.
Yeah, but she
Maybe. We don't know.
She said like people think she like a medium, and she said if you could connect with the spiritual world, aren't you a medium? Because she said she connect with the spiritual
Well,
world.
I always thought a median was somebody where the spirits can like talk through them to
Is it a
this
median
world.
or a medium?
I thought it was a medium,
Oh, I thought you said okay. All right, go.
like in between.
No,
like, in
I'm
the
just
middle.
saying you said it wrong. We got it on tape, so you can't say you didn't say it.
I probably did. Who
You
the fuck
did.
knows?
All right, go ahead.
Which one is right?
It's medium.
Medium.
You
What did I
said
say? Median?
Median.
Like the shit in between the roads?
Yeah, if you a median. That's what you said, but go ahead.
I might have. Wording is hard here.
Yeah, this is the most joke-based episode we did today. So,
Look, man, the doc wasn't great. What the fuck you want me to do?
I go ahead, man. Go what you about. So,
Yeah, no, if you're a medium, I can't say it right at all. If you're a medium, I thought like the spirits come talk through you. But I guess you still be able to connect with the spirits. I don't know. But she was saying like, that's like an umbrella term. She was bigger than that.
I ain't edible. I went to go see a medium before.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, man, I must be super high because she said a name and somebody just started crying. It's like, come on now.
Bro, my mom went to go see a medium. And she said that lady was spot the fuck on.
Really?
But my mom is so skeptical that even though the lady was saying all the right shit to her, my mom was like, nope, that ain't right. My stepdad, his name started with an L, right? And the lady was like, it's a man in your life, starts with an L. Mom was like, nope. Like,
just turn it all down. No, bitch, try again.
And so the lady was like, no, you're closed. I can't help you.
Yeah, black women are difficult. That's all that.
My mom was like, everything she said was spot on. But she just, nope, you're wrong.
Nope.
I'm like, dumb. Why'd you go then? Why'd you go? Like,
yeah, man. But that's the whole Ms.Cleo documentary right there. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it was 2 white guys running in Florida. They still not arrested. I don't even think they in jail. Of course,
because they had that. Well, for them, they thought having entertainment only like will let people know like this isn't real.
All right. And what caught the attention was, I guess it was like what caught the fraud. Kids like me will call, and the parents look like, "What is this?" Then they try to rescind it, try to get their money back, and never got the money back. Mm-hmm. So that's how that happened. So, 90s kids, we owe it to you. We did it. We did it.
We did it, Joe.
We did it. We did. We made Barney famous. We ruined hip hop, and we got
stop toll-free calling.
Yeah, stop toll-free calling. That's how we did that shit.
That's how you change the world.
That's how you change.
Boomers.
Yeah. Boomers and Gen Z, 90s babies and millennials. We changed the world.
Did that?
Yes.
Wouldn't be nothing without us.
Yes. Greatest 3-point shooter in the world. Millennial. LeBron James.
How about that?
Millennial.
How about that?
Yeah. Look at that.
Okay. Can we rate this and get the fuck out of here?
Yeah, we done with this.
What'd you rate it?
I'll give this a 2.9.
Ooh.
1, because I was intrigued to the Ms.Cleo.
Mm-hmm.
2, because I picked this shit. 3, because it took me forever to watch it today.
I give it 2.2.
Okay.
Wasn't the worst goddamn thing.
Yeah,
it was pretty goddamn
This was
terrible.
a bad one. This was actually worse. I think probably the worst one.
No, we had one worse than this.
Which one was it?
Oh no, it was so fucking bad. I don't remember.
Yeah, I got the catalog. Hold on,
yeah, no. So I give it a 2.2. Like you said, Ms.Cleo, interesting figure. Like I said, a cultural icon, right? But in the same sense, I feel like this documentary gave me nothing.
Nothing at all.
There was no real substance in here. No one knows her. So the story that they going with from her childhood that she is coming from, that she came from Jamaica, right? When she was little, she went to L.A.
Right,
and then her mom gave her away, not in a bad way apparently. Just gave her away to some lady who mistreated her. And then she kind of like disappears for a while and pops up in Seattle. Still the 17 came from there, disappeared for a while and pops up on TV as Ms.Cleo. So yeah, and that was it, right? And then after that, they talked to her partner, right? She was gay. And then she started to drift away from her partner, and then she tried to go to the DR, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or just a Caribbean island. She was going to some Caribbean island almost as a last hurrah, but didn't even make it. She ended up passing from cancer in Florida.
Okay, I feel you. Okay, and to talk about the worst episode we did, it was the one with 3 of us on it. So, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah. that was a mistake. That has never happened again.
We tried. We tried. We figured it out though.
Worst one we watched though.
It
was the I remember it because I remember what I was wearing that day. It was like, why the fuck did we do this? Because I was leaning back. Was it the Fire Fest? No, it wasn't a Fire Fest.
Fire Fest was pretty insightful.
That was a pretty one. No, it was the Hawaiian catfish.
Yeah,
Monte Teo, because we knew that story already.
Yeah.
And you don't like Notre Dame anyway. So
okay.
All right, this concludes that episode of Let's Talk About It. As always, I'm Alan Ford. Follow Let's Talk About It on Instagram at LDAI Pod 22. Like us on Facebook, subscribe to YouTube channel, and listen to us on Spotify once we get that back running again on Let's Talk About It. Follow me on all social media at Ford Comedy.
You can follow me everywhere. Simply just Will. I'm going to pick the next one because
yeah, you can. You can pick the next one. You can. I was watching Batman on HBO Max, and they had the Ms.Cleo on. I was like, okay, Ms.Cleo.
No, I get it. I get the whole initial interest. I was excited too.
Right. I was
terribly
looking
let down.
forward to it. I was like, oh,
terribly let down. Or how about this, y'all, the listeners? Y'all tell us a doc that y'all want us to watch and we'll review it.
We might just go back to crime ones because we most documentaries are crime ones.
Yeah, they always some little girl that goes missing in the woods.
And those are always the good ones. We just trying to
little Jimmy with the missing finger and killed
spread it out.
Yeah, no, we all over any documentary. Yeah, any doc. Man, we'll watch it, y'all. Let us know what y'all want us to review. All right, we out.
Peace out.
It's on the beat, make it boom.